Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got kind of a different video. It's a gameplay video that I recorded with my wife Cassidy and my friend Vishay. We're playing some of our personal decks that we like playing, and it's a multiplayer 1 versus 1 free-for-all. So something different, not something you see much online, so I just wanted to make this quick video, guys. I've been trying to make some Akali gameplay video. I'm going to try to make some more for you guys that are more 1 versus 1 focused in the future. But I wanted to put out this video, see what you guys think. Please let me know in the comments. Any suggestions, anything that you think could make them better, and what you liked and what you didn't. Well, let's just get right into it. Enjoy the video, guys. Thanks. We have my wife, Cassidy, on Rek'sai Void Warrior with Rek'sai Breacher Chosen Champ. My friend Vishay on Kennen Storm of Shuriken Chosen Champ, and me on Akali with Akali Deadly Weapon Chosen Champ. Cassidy wins the die roll, go first. Doesn't draw a card because it's free for all. He's going to pay 2, drop a Noxian Emissary, and pass. Vishay is going to play a Lightning Rush. He draws 1, pitches a Rasa and the Ride the Wind, and passes. I'm going to channel, draw, and drop my Akali Deadly Weapon Chosen Champion in my base, pass the turn. Cassie's going to channel, draw a card. She's going to move her Noxian Emissary to Void Gate to conquer for a point. She's going to pay 1 energy and 1 power to empower the Noxian Emissary. And then she's going to pay 2 for a Legion Rearguard in her base and pass to Vishay. Vishay is going to go to 4 rooms. He's going to pay 3 energy float power. He's going to use that power to play a seal and tap the seal to play another seal. With 3 energy floating and another power, he's going to play his Kennen Chosen Champion in his base. Burn 2. He burns a Vex Apathetic and a Baron, and then passes to me. My turn, I channel my 2, ready my runes and champion, draw my card. I move my champion to Void Gate, choosing the Noxian Emissary with the move trigger damage, which is enhanced to 2 damage, which will kill the Noxian Emissary. In response to the ability on the stack, I pay 2, play an Inferno as a reaction, then pull back the Akali Chosen Champion into my base, which will mark another 2 damage on the Noxian Emissary, killing it for sure. Cassidy's going to make 2 recruits in base, I conquer, and pass. I missed my point, but we fix this in a second. Cassidy channels for 2. Thank you, Vishay, for fixing that. Cassidy channels 2. Untaps all of her units. She's going to move both of her recruits into the Forbidding Waste battlefield to go up to 2 points. Activate her Rek'sai ability, revealing a Cull the Weak and a Escaped Greyback. She's going to play the Escaped Greyback for 3. And then she's going to do its Empower ability, killing one of her recruits at Forbidding Waste to make it a 5-might unit. Then she's going to move her Legion Rearguard into the Shadow Temple battlefield to go up to 3 points, and pass to Vishay. Vishay is going to ready his runes, his seals and units. Goes to 5 energy, taps 1 to play a stack deck. He draws a card, puts the rest at the bottom, moves his Kennen into Forbidding Wastes. He flows the stack deck from his trash, empowering Kennen and banishing it. He taps 3 for a Fizz in his base, using his seal to pay for the power cost. He attempts to ride the wind as Kennen, recycling it to Fizz. He disempowers his Kennen Chosen Champion is a small rewind first in order to try to get another empowerment trigger. I respond by defying his Ride the Wind, making his Kennen stuck at the Forbidding Waste battlefield. I ready my runes and my Chosen Champ. I hold 2 points. Channel and draw. I pull my Inferno back into my base. I pay 2 and a red power and empower my Akali Deadly Weapon Chosen Champ. I move it into the battlefield with Kennen, who has -2 since he's defending alone, and he takes 2 damage from the Akali Deadly Weapon move trigger. This kills his Kennen, and I conquer to 3. I'm going to pay 1 and Shuriken Flip Akali. I'm going to do 2 to the Legion Rearguard at Shadow Temple, and then move my Akali back to my base to deny Cassidy the hold. I pay 2 for a Scuttle Crab in my base, drawing a card, passing to Cassidy. She's going to ready her runes, untap all of her stuff. She's going to play an accelerated Rek'sai and move it right into Void Gate, scoring our 4th point, and activating her Rek'sai Legend. She reveals a Falling Star and knocks us hopeful. She pays 2 energy and 2 power to play Falling Star and remove from my base my Akali Deadly Weapon, and then she moves her Greyback into the Forbidding Waste battlefield to go up to 5 points. And she passes. Vishay goes to 7 runes. He taps 3 for a Last Rites. And then he taps 3 more for a Up from the Deep to make 2 tentacles in his base. He moves Fizz in to go up to 3 points on the Shadow Temple, and it passes. Ready my runes. I go up to 7 runes, or 6 runes, sorry. I'm going to cast a Falling Star on my turn, using the targets as Fizz and Rek'sai Breacher. Rek'sai takes 4 damage, Fizz has 3 assigned to him. Passing priority, Cassidy has no reactions, but Vishay does. He pays 1 to Gust Fizz back to his hand. I move into the Void Gate battlefield, score 1 point with my Scuttle Crab, and then I move in my Inferno to the Shadow Temple to also go up to 5 points. I pass to Cassidy. She holds the 6 points, readies her Greyback and Forbidding Waste, channels her runes, going to 6 runes this turn, draws her card for turn. She moves her Greyback back to her base. She pays 2 and plays out from her hand a Inferno, and then she pays 2 and plays out from her hand a Noxus Hopeful, and then she passes to Vishay. Vishay readies his runes, channels, goes to 9, pays 1 for a stack deck, and then he pays 1 for a Lightning Rush, pitching a Fizz and a Ride the Wind. He equips the Last Rites to a Tentacle, recycling the stack deck he played just now, and a Rasa. He moves in the Tentacle onto the Forbidden Waste battlefield. I react, or respond with an action area of Back Off, stunning it. And then he comes in with the Tentacle on my Scuttle Crab battlefield. I let him conquer here. He goes to 3 points, reveals his hand, revealing 2 Rasas, a Fizz, a Starcross, and a Tide Turner. Taps a Seal to play a Rasa at the Void Gate battlefield. Recycles a purple to play another Rasa at Void Gate battle. He then flows a Lightning Rush from his trash, empowering his Kennen Legend, pitching a Traveling Merchant and a Starcross. He then recycles another rune to hide it, presumably the Tide Turner, at the Void Gate battlefield. I ready my runes, draw my card. I realize that I was supposed to mill 3 from the Shadow Temple, so I do that, putting the card I had originally drawn back into my trash and draw a new card. I move my Inferno off of Shadow Temple into my base. I pay 5 for Irelia Fervent at my base, and I pass to Cassidy. On Cassie's turn, she readies her runes, going to 8 runes this turn. She moves it into her Greyback into the Forbidding Waste battlefield, activates her Rek'sai. I'm going to 7 points. From Rek'sai, she reveals 2 Void Rushes. She casts one of the Void Rushes, recycles the other. From the Void Rush, she reveals an Inferno and a Carrion Eater. Carrion Dredger. She plays the Inferno for free and puts the Carrion Dredger in her hand. She then moves the Inferno to the Shadow Temple battlefield to draw a card. When she does this, Vishay reveals his Tide Turner and switches places with the Tide Turner and his token with the Last Rites equipped to it in base, so that now that's holding. Cassidy casts Falling Star, choosing to put 6 damage on Rasa, which is actually 8. She then casts another Falling Star, choosing the other Rasa. Vishay reacts with a Star-Crossed, choosing Cassidy's Noxus Hopeful and his Rasa to bounce. Cassidy has no reactions, and this resolves. She then casts a Cold a Week, killing her Inferno in base. Vishay kills his Rasa, and I kill my Inferno. Sorry, Vishay kills his Tentacle. Vishay is going to play from his Last Rites trigger, a Rasa from his trash. He's then going to do the rest of his beginning phase. He's going to pay 2, disempower his Kennen to give his Tide Turner Assault 2 this turn, and then he's going to flow the other Lightning Rush from his trash. He reveals a Nocturne and plays it. Draws a card, dumps the other. He moves his Tide Turner, who's a 4 now. He asks about some mites, and then decides to finally move the Tide Turner in on the Escaped Greyback battlefield, since Cassidy has no energy and it has -2. This Tide Turner wins the combat, bringing Vishay up to 5 points. Vishay taps 2 and plays a Tide Turner in his base, and with its play effect, swaps places with the Tentacle with the Last Rites on it, and moves that into the Shadow Temple battlefield with Cassidy's Inferno there. Again, she has no energy and no answers, so Vishay conquers, going to 6 points and getting a Last Rites trigger. With the Last Rites trigger, Vishay pays 3 to play the Fizz from his trash to the Forbidden Waste battlefield, and with the Fizz trigger, cast Starcross, choosing my Irelia, paying the deflect cost, and his Tide Turner, I think. Yeah, Tide Turner. Vishay then pays another rune to hide a card on the Void Gate battlefield, and then puts another rune back and hides a card on the Shadow Temple battlefield. He passes to me. I awaken my runes, channel, and draw. At this point in the game, I'm looking at my hand, Gassie's looking at her hand, and we realize that we really don't have any answers for him, and we scoop it up to Kennen. to Kennen victory.